Alright guys, the message for the 16th of January. So current water temperature at the beach area, beloved beach area, today sits at 42.8, just a little bit of a drop from yesterday. It was like 43.7 I think, so a little drop from yesterday. Got a cool evening at the beach area. The record high was 49.1 in 2020. Then the record low was 34.5 2018. All right, let's go to the Pips Pick'em's top 10. And so right now, as we go into tomorrow, the divisional round games, we have Andy 8010, Raggedy Andy, number one by himself in first place. And then we have Bubba is second. He is 13 points behind Andy. And then tied for third is Blitzberg and another one of our own, Coach Nelly, they are sitting 22 points out of first place. And then we have DPCX, another one of our own, 24 points out of first place. Sixth place is MU Skins, tied with Go Niners, and then we have Pointed at 8th spot, and then at the 9 and 10 spot we have a couple of Bears fans, Yukon and Bears Scott, tied up at 1560. They are 35 points out of the lead, so they still have an outside shot at winning the whole thing. So this is the week for them to, it's kind of like almost like NASCAR. Do you just sort of play for like the top 10, or do you just go for it all and risk like falling like into like below the duck line? Okay, so the duck line, by the way, right now is 21. So the 21st place is the duck line. All right, so just go ahead and put that up here. Duck. I don't know how many points he has, but all right, the pick distribution. I had this yesterday on the whiteboard when I did the last night's divisional round picks. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out right here on the Frank Addington channel. It had I had the percentage picks. Since yesterday, it has changed. Each one has changed by like 1%. So there's been a little bit of drop, so or a little change. So this one, which I called our 50-50 game, it was 51-49 yesterday, but now it has gone up just a tad in the Bills' favor, 52-48. This one has gone, the Seahawks 49ers has gone a little bit the Niners' way. So it was 83-17 yesterday, now it's 82-18. So it's changed a little bit. And then this one, Patriots Texans, was 68-32, now it's 69-31, so it's going up a little bit for New England. The one we're all looking forward to, Rams Bears, was 68-32 yesterday. Now it is a 2/3, 1/3, so it's 67 Rams, 33 Bears. Okay. Looking forward to those games. Let's go to last night's feature presentation. This is not a movie review. This one was picked by EMG, making the pick here. And last night's feature presentation, Bog, 1979. This one is one of our must-watches for August season. So the last time we saw it was August. It has appeared in Horror Fest multiple times, not this year. And it is one of our others for the January season of movie watching. It is directed by Don Kiesler. It is filmed, I think, in Wisconsin. It is starring, I listed the main like 4 kind of these older actors who were like in their 50s at the time, who were not like great actors, but they all have long careers, almost like B-listers, second rate, if not third rate, but were in a last one's Gloria DeHaven, who plays two roles in this. She played Jenny, the main like scientist, and then she played also the hag who lives in the woods by the bog. Adriana is her name, and then the movies I listed that she was in, just a few, just to show kind of the scope of how long her career was. Starting in 1936 with Modern Times, a Charlie Chaplin film, and as a child actress, and then Summer Holiday with Mickey Rooney, and she's been in even films like Sinatra. A very talented actress that did some singing, did some musicals, and then one of her last ones was called Out to Sea, a romantic comedy with where she was Jack Lemmon's love interest, and there was Walter Matthau's in it too. So then you have Marshall Thompson, who played Dr. Brad Wednesday. He was in First Man into Space, 1959. He was in Fiend Without a Face, like 1957. He was in Lure of the Swamp, 1959. And then he was in Yank in Vietnam, 1964. He was in some football, like romantic comedy in the 50s, about Notre Dame. I forget the name of it, but it had Natalie Wood. So he's just been in a lot of films, and his last film appearance was a small role in the Christopher Walken action movie McBain, 1991. Aldo Ray was played Sheriff Neil Rydholm, and this guy's a riot. He steals the show. He was in The Marrying Kind, 1952. Battle Cry, a very well-known war film, 1955. And then Terror Night was one of his last films, 1997. He was played a lot of gruff characters, like kind of burly type men, like war films. He had a big drinking problem, especially even in Bog. He was drinking on the set, and even in the movie, he's pouring shots. You'll see, I need a drink. So Aldo Ray, it's great as a sheriff, and then Leo Gordon, who played Dr. John Warren, kind of shows up at the end. He was in Black Patch, 1957, McClintock with John Wayne. He was also in Hondo with John Wayne, and showed up in Maverick, 1994, the Mel Gibson, James Garner, Jodie Foster Western. And his appearance at the end of this film reminds me a little bit of Clint Walker, another like old Western actor, showing up in kind of the end, kind of the second half of another 1970s monster film called Snow Beast, 1977. And then the other actors outside of those four are mostly people who are just in nothing, or just spare parts, who acted this one time and that's it. You know, like Glenn Boros and Rohe North play the two bumbling slob husbands whose wives get killed by the monster. Their wives are played by Carol Terry and Lou Hunt. Carol Terry was actually in a couple other films in the 70s. And then Ed Clark, I thought, did a really good job as Deputy Jensen, Ed Clark, this is his only film. I thought he was pretty solid. There's some other deputies in this. And then you have Don Daniel, who played Jim Hotchkiss. He can actually be seen in a tiny role in the Slumber Party Massacre Part 2, 1987. And then other notables include, I like Leroy Winbush is one of the idiot scuba divers who gets killed, and also like I think the actor's name was like Michael Fry, but he played Wallace Fry, and who gets killed too. The town yokel, who has a weird relationship with Adriana, the swamp hag, and then a couple other notables. Pat Hopkins plays one of the girls on the bike who gets killed. she also did the song "Walk with Me." It's like the theme song for the film, like a romantic ballad. It's really good. It's really like fits the film for some reason for how bad it is. And that's Pat Hopkins. She does that song. And then Jeff Schwab plays the Bog Monster. Okay, so just an informational Bog. And then the remaining must-watches for the January season of movie watching. We're down to the second half of the January season of movie watching. There's 4, not 3. I forgot about this one. The Intruder Within, 1981. Don't want to forget this one because it's a great, cold, sci-fi horror film. This could be tonight. And then Attack of the Puppet People, 1959. X the Man with X-Ray Eyes, 1963. And then War Games, 1983. So there's 4 films left. It's a great season of movie watching. Thanks for watching the message for the 16th of January, and I'll let Andy handle the birthdays. I didn't do any birthdays today, so all right, boys. See you tomorrow, or see you tonight for trivia. We'll do a great day tomorrow, divisional round.